Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to Somaliland National Television English News Program. My name is Farhat Sheikh Habib and I'm here to update you with the latest top stories. Coming up, the main news. Somaliland Ministers of Youth, Sports and Tourism and Industries concluded a football tournament termed for Abdullahi Sultan Timade in Gapile. Somaliland civic registration has officially started in Sahel regional capital, Berbera. The second day of US protest continues. Somaliland Ministers of Sports, Mr. Ali Saeed Regal, and Industries, Habib Diri Noor, as well as Parliamentarian Abdullahi Hussein Ige, and other official members of Gabile Regional Administration have concluded a football tournament termed for Abdullahi Sultan Timade in Gabile Regional Capital.
The event was attended by cabinet members, including Minister of Sport, Youth and Tourism, Ali Saeed Regal, accompanied by the Minister of Industries, Mr. Habib Diri Noor, a member from Somaliland Parliament, the Mayor, and the Governor of Gibili. Saeed Suleiman Mumin, the coordinator of Ministry of Sport in Gibili, provided the initial speech. He briefly explained the different stages of these ended matches, namely for Abdullahi Timade. On the other hand, the Mayor and the Governor of Gibili similarly spoke on the significance of sports for young people in Gibili and the countrywide, as well as they underlined the Somaliland government stands to assist youth in the country at the sides of sports centers, professional and physical education in order to actively participate in ongoing social progress in the country. The Minister of Sport, Youth and Tourism, Ali Saeed Regal, and the Minister of Industry, Habib Diri Noor, conclusively spoke in the venue and warned the young players and other teenagers in the stadium to get away from tribalism, policy issues and drugs.
The onset of Somaliland civil registration cards has been formally initiated in Berbera, the provincial capital of Sahel, whereby members of the regional administration have been among the first individuals who took the national IDs and urged the public to take their citizenship cards. Somaliland civic registration cards has been formally initiated in Berbera, the provincial capital of Sahel, whereby members of the regional administration have been among the first individuals who took the national IDs and urged the public to take their national ID cards. Official members of the region, including Sahel Regional Governor Fahmi Abdi Bidar, Deputy Chairperson of Berbera Local Municipality, Bashi Abdullahi Yaqub, Secretary for Berbera Local Municipality, and other members of Berbera Local Municipality were present on the registration site, where the citizens taking the national ID cards to take their civic registrations. Members of the regional administration who make their remark on the site have collectively informed that the essence of registration is to establish clear distinction between citizens and foreigners, thus expose persons entering and living in the country legally. Apart from exposing illegal, the identification process will enhance security and health in the country, and they urged the populace to take their national IDs. Somaliland Women Wing of the ruling party Kulmiye of Mahmoud Haibe district organized a ceremonial event to demonstrate their unanimous views and support for the current ongoing developmental achievements of the government. Members of Women Wing in Mahmoud Haibe district have organized an event to enchant with the way of the ruling Kulmiye is running the country, and they have announced that they hold support and confidentiality to the government for realizing the wishes they made to strengthen good governance and provide access to equitable basic services for all Somaliland citizens. We are here in this organized ceremony to strengthen our support we have for the current administration for the great efforts made to make the country more developed than any other administration. And we thank God for giving us this government. From now on, we declare that we are the women wing in Mahmoud Haibe, and we will give our support and vote for it to continue receiving the progress much more, said by a woman. And the notable speakers of the women speaking on the occasion have collectively demonstrated their unanimous support for the current administration led by His Excellency Ahmed Mohamed Mahmoud Silaniyo, whereby on the other hand called for the opposition members to observe the ongoing efforts of the government and abandon acts of criticism, false statements. You are still watching English news program on Somaliland National Television, the only Somali-speaking channel with an English news program. And now for our international headlines in detail. US thousands of protesters march against the grand jury's decision not to charge white police officer for accusing the killing of an unarmed black man in Chokhol.
Thousands of protesters have taken to the streets in U.S. cities for a second night to protest against the grand jury's decision not to charge a white New York City police officer accused of killing an unarmed black man in a chokehold. The case of Eric Garner, combined with the decision by a grand jury last week not to charge the white officer who shot and killed an unarmed black teenager in Ferguson, Missouri, have reignited debate of a U.S. law enforcement system widely perceived to unfairly target African Americans and other minorities. Reports from New York on Thursday said thousands had gathered in Lower Manhattan for a rally aimed at massive police presence, with helicopters monitoring the crowds from the air. Emotions have been running high at the protest, and there is a concern that things could run out of control, and what was initially a minority issue has become a national movement. Police said 83 people were arrested a day earlier, mostly on disorderly conduct charges in protests held after the grand jury's decision was announced. In Washington, D.C., protesters blocked the Metro Highway, and at the university campus in Austin, about 200 protesters held a so-called die-in demonstration simulating being dead. Ghana, 43, was killed in July in an apparent chokehold by police officer Daniel Pantaleo after he stopped him on suspicion of selling loose untaxed cigarettes, which is illegal. The incident was captured in a video that showed Ghana pressed on the ground by police officers while Pantaleo wrapped his arm around Ghana's neck. Ghana kept growing, "I can't breathe," as police officers firmly held him to the ground.
Ailing of Thai king cancels audience on birthday. King Bhumibol, who turns 87 on Friday, has been hospitalized since October after gallbladder surgery.
Thailand's ailing king Bhumibol Adulyadej has cancelled plans to hold an annual audience to mark his birthday on the advice of his doctors. The king, who turned 87 on Friday, has been hospitalized since early October when he had his gallbladder removed. The cancellation announced by the palace will put a damper on public birthday celebrations but will not come as a shock to most people. However, the king's absence comes at a time of particular concern over his succession. Next in line is the Crown Prince Vajiralongkorn. In recent weeks, members of the family of his wife, Princess Sirarism, have been arrested on charges of abusing their connections for financial benefit. The king last failed to make an appearance in 2008 for his 81st birthday celebration is flowing ill health. A large crowd of well-wishers, many dressed in yellow and waving flags, gathered in the grounds of Bangkok's Siraj Hospital, where Thailand's monarch is admitted, according to FB News agents.
That's the end of our English news program on Somaliland National Television. From me and the rest of the team are leaving you until we meet for the next time. Goodbye.